Hi, I'm Sheriff Gary Hoffman. I want to welcome you to this week's Queen Anne's County's Most Wanted. This is an exciting week for us in law enforcement. This week I've got an update for you on our most recent captures, and I've got an update for you on how many warrants we've served.
Your police department serves you every day in a different way. The police are mighty handy in these circumstances. The life savings of many persons are still intact because of expert protection by their police.
I want to take this time to thank the many hardworking men and women of the local volunteer fire companies, the Kent Island Volunteer Fire Company, the Sudlersville Volunteer Fire Company, and the Queen Anne's Hillsborough Volunteer Fire Company. Great carnivals the past week. I hope everybody got a chance to get out and enjoy those carnivals. It's a great support for the community, and it's a great support for those volunteer fire companies that are out there. We look forward to seeing you at the Queen Anne's County 4-H Fair. There will be child ID fingerprinting at the fair put on by the Masonic Lodge, and there will be great events that are going on there. We look forward to seeing you at the Queen Anne's County Office of the Sheriff booth this year. Stop by, meet a local deputy, stop by and say hi. We look forward to seeing you there. The first person we're profiling is a Roscoe Johnny Brown. Mr. Brown is an African-American male. He's 47 years old, he's 6'2" and weighs approximately 240 pounds. He's wanted on a violation of probation for a theft charge under $1,000. His last known address is 16 Mariners Way. There's reports of him sleeping in parks and local motels in the Easton area. If you've seen Roscoe Johnny Brown, please contact our office as soon as possible. The second person we're profiling is a Dawn Marie Tuxford. Miss Tuxford is a white female. She's 31 years old. She failed to appear in court on July 22, 2010 for traffic charges. She's listed as 5 foot 1 inch, weighs approximately 115 pounds. She has hazel eyes and brown hair. She's also known as Dawn Barr, Dawn Pedrick. She has a tattoo on her stomach. Her last known address is 739 Tuxford Road in Hartley, Delaware. The third person we're profiling is an Edward Guy Cox. He also goes by the name of Eddie. He frequents the Kent Island area all the time at different establishments. Mr. Cox is a white male. He's 50 years old. He's approximately 5'11" and weighs 230 pounds. He failed to appear on March 15, 2011 for a show cause order issued by the court. His last known address is 1305 President Street in Annapolis, Maryland, or possibly 314 Columbia Lane in Stevensville. If you've seen Edward Guy Cox, also known as Eddie, contact our office as soon as possible. The fourth person we're profiling is a Robert Angelo Tysinger. Mr. Tysinger is wanted for failing to appear on September 14, 2009 to answer the charge of conducting a business without a proper license. Tysinger is a white male. He's approximately 6 foot 4 inches and weighs about 340 pounds. Mr. Tysinger's last known address is 3010 Ingleside Drive in High Point, North Carolina. If you have friends, family, or relatives in the High Point, North Carolina area, pass this along. Let Mr. Tysinger know to come to Queen Anne's County and turn himself in and do the right thing. The fifth person we're profiling is a Darlene Alice Gray. Miss Gray is a 54-year-old white female with brown hair and green eyes. She has a scar on her left leg and her ankle. In the past, she's worked as a waitress in the Chestertown area. She's also known as Darlene Brady. Her last known address is Benton Corner Road in Sudlersville, also Kentwood Drive in Dover, Delaware, and Daniel Street in Laurel, Delaware. She is wanted for failing to pay court costs from a previous assault charge. If you've seen Darlene Alice Gray, please contact our office as soon as possible. The sixth person we're profiling is a Stephen Mark Wells Jr. Mr. Wells is wanted for a violation of probation on a controlled dangerous substance conviction charge. Wells is listed as 5 foot 11 inches and weighs approximately 160 pounds. He has brown hair and green eyes. He's now about 32 years old. He has a tattoo on his upper left arm. Warrant shows an address of Town Point Apartments, Carville Drive in Dover. Other records list possible addresses as 157 Roundabout Trail in Camden, Wyoming, Delaware. He has worked for Walmart in Smyrna. If you've seen Stephen Mark Wells Jr., please contact our office or send us an anonymous tip. I want to take this time to thank the viewers of QAC TV, the Queen Anne's County Commissioners, and all of the citizens of Queen Anne's County, especially those who have contacted us to turn in tips. This week, I'm proud to report there's been four arrests made of persons that have been profiled on QAC TV's Most Wanted. Those arrests include Jameson Scott Bergman, who was wanted for theft and forgery charges. Rachel Christine Cristella, she was wanted for possession with intent to distribute a controlled dangerous substance. Barbara Ann Henry, a violation of probation warrant. She's been previewed. She was also wanted from a warrant for 1997. Crystal Dawn Rogers, wanted on a 2010 arrest warrant for theft. I want to take this time to thank all the viewers. When I first took office in 2006, there were nearly 700 wanted persons on file with the Office of Sheriff in Queen Anne's County. Today the number is down to 446, despite the constant flow of warrants that are coming to my office. We average about 75 papers a day for deputies to serve. Quite a workload for the deputies that are on the street, as well as handling routine calls for service and any emergency that comes up. But all this couldn't be done without the help of you, the community, and without the special help of QAC TV and also Lieutenant Dale Patrick. So far, we've had 863 clearances because of all of the combined help. I wanted to take this second to thank my staff, clerical staff, QAC TV, Ted McNeil. Ted, I want to take this time to thank you and George Harvey for all of your support and everything you've done for Queen Anne's County. You guys have made Queen Anne's County a much safer place. Couldn't have done it without you guys, and I know the citizens appreciate everything you do, all the hard work. We see you at all the games. We see you here at the QAC's Most Wanted taping, and I think I see you at about as many places that I'm at. So it's great to
thank you.
Appreciate all the support. And I also wanted to thank the Queen Anne's County Commissioners and all of the citizens of the county for making this possible and making Queen Anne's County a much safer place because of all of their efforts. I want to thank Lieutenant Dale Patrick. He has been my co-host. He has been my producer. He has been the person who every week tirelessly goes after and researches everybody who's wanted and makes sure that we have current photos, make sure we've got the most up-to-date information, and making sure that we're protecting all the citizens of Queen Anne's County. I'm very saddened to say Lieutenant Dale Patrick, after 33 years of dedicated law enforcement experience, this will be his last show and he's retiring from our office. I want to thank you very much for all of your service. I know the citizens of Queen Anne's County appreciate everything you've done, and you definitely have made Queen Anne's County a much safer place.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
If you want to review the information on these profiled persons or look and see who else we have listed on our warrants, you can go to queenannesheriff.org and review it under the Wanted section. If you have information on a wanted person, you're asked to call the Sheriff's main line, which is 410-758-0770, or you can call our confidential tips line at 410-758-6666.